I welcome you all for this lecture series on artificial intelligence and machine learning. In this lecture, we will briefly discuss about what is conditional and unconditional probability. First, we will see the introduction about conditional. What is conditional probability? What is unconditional probability? Unconditional probability, if you are taking, it is also known as marginal probability. It is the likelihood that specifies. We are calling this unconditional probability as the marginal probability. It is the likelihood that a specific event will occur without considering any prior conditions or additional information. It simply assesses the probability of an event happening in a given situation. For example, the probability of rolling a 3 on a die is 1 by 6. That is one die if you are rolling, how many options will be there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally 6, and only for getting the probability of rolling a 3 is 3 by 6. That is the only 1 3, so 1 by 6. As it depends only on the total number of outcomes, not any prior knowledge. And if you are taking the conditional probability, conditional probability, on the other hand, is the probability that an event occurs given that another related event has already happened. It considers additional information that can refine or update the probability. For instance, the probability of drawing a red card from a deck, given that the first card drawn was a heart, changes the initial probability and depends on the new condition. Conditional probability is calculated using Bayes' theorem and is essential for decision making in uncertain situations. We'll see. So first, we'll see the unconditional probability. The definition for unconditional probability is unconditional probability. It is also called as I've said, a marginal probability. It is the likelihood of an event occurring without considering any other conditions. Formula for this conditional probability is if you are given with the event A, probability of A is given by number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. And if you are taking the example, rolling a fair die and getting a 6, the total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally 6. The favorable outcome for getting 6 is how many 6s there here? And only 1 6. So the favorable for probability of rolling a 6. Probability of rolling a 6 is given by 1 by 6. So this you can understand 1 by 6, and the value is given by 0.1667 or 16.67 percentage. And the conditional probability, if you are taking, the definition for the conditional probability is the probability that an event occurs. This here you have to make a note of it, given that another related event has already occurred. Formula is given for the conditional probability is given by probability of A given B. This straight line we are representing it as given. Probability of A given B is equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B, where probability of B is not equal to 0. Next, and the example of the conditional probability, rolling a 6 given that an event number was rolled. Total number of outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many even numbers are there? 2, 4, 6. Favorable outcome is 6. So after 2 or 2, 4, we are getting 6 if you are considering. The probability of 6 given even number out of 3, we can write it as 1 divided by 3. How many 6 is there? 1 by. So 0 point is equal to 0.33, otherwise 33.33 percentage. And unconditional versus conditional versus unconditional. Another way how you are defining probability of event without prior knowledge. Example what we have seen is rolling a 6. Conditional probability 6 after rolling an even number. So the unconditional, the another real life example, if you are taking, probability of getting a job is 40%, and the conditional probabilities, some other example, probability of getting a job given relevant experience. Here we are correlating or we are considering the parameter called experience. Based on that, we are getting the job 70%. So the relevant information increases the likelihood of the success. So what we are learning from this conditional and conditional probability is unconditional probability is the likelihood of an event occurring without conditions. Conditional probability refines the likelihood after considering another event, and the conditional probability provides more accurate predictions when additional information is available. Say for example, if you want to get a job, if you have an experience, by making use of the experience, you may be getting there. The probability of getting the job is maximum comparing to without any experience. So by considering some other parameters, so we are finding out the probability. This we are calling it as the conditional probability. This is about the basics about conditional and unconditional probability. Hope all you have understood about what is conditional probability and unconditional probability. The remaining things we'll discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.